Hello and welcome back to MFAT Coaching. Today we're doing our monthly video where I show you what I did with this month's Silk and Sonder, and I show you how I'm going to set up next month's Silk and Sonder. So if that interests you, I encourage you to stick around. So let's start with November Silk and Sonder. The focus for the month was connection. Found that to be a really nice theme. As always, if you're new to this channel and you don't know Silk and Sonder, you're going to see every month it's going to start with a letter based on the theme from the creator, and then you get a definition of the word for the month. You get the full year calendar, and then you get just the month that you're in calendar. And this month is my birthday month. Tomorrow is actually my birthday when this video drops. And so I had fun decorating this whole thing, just little pieces here and there for my birthday. So here was November. I loved, this is Kelly the Plan. This is Mrs. Grossman, Happy Planner. Just really had a lot of fun with that this month. Oops, skipped a page. Sorry, you always get the future log, so you get the next 2 months. You can write out some dates. You get reflections for the previous month, and then you get intentions or goals. And there are specific categories that I have been really enjoying covering up and creating my own with. So that's what you see here in the holiday theme. So these are 6 aspects of my life and some goals that I had in those for the month. There's lots of habit tracking in Silk and Sonder, so if that is something you are looking for, this is a great idea because they set up the trackers, but then you get to set what you are tracking. This one is a mood tracker. It pairs well with the emotions wheel, because the emotions wheel has 6 sets of emotions for your mood. And then you can set this up, and it's kind of a honeycomb style. This is a habit tracker. You can color it in. It ends up with this really pretty kind of mandala looking tracker. But I have found I need to take some space away from tracking. It was not healthy for me. So I just skip these pages. They're here if I want them. And when I'm ready to track again, I will be able to use it at that time. There's a sleep tracker that I don't usually have too much trouble with sleep, or if I do, I can usually tell you exactly why. So I don't do much with my sleep tracker. There are months where I make this an exercise tracker, but even then I've kind of got my exercise down to a particular routine. There we go. That's the word that I'm looking for. And so I tend to find that this is just not helpful. I have a whole journal in which I do gratitude, so I don't do the gratitude log, but I love that it's here. I love that there's a gratitude page, and if you are looking into this, it's a great thing. The next sections are going to be based on the theme. So this was connections, so we had some journal prompts, a connections exercise, and I just really enjoyed filling that out this month. They had a scrapbook connection collage, which I chose to use some stickers with. Surprise, surprise. That is always how I do these collages, but this is probably my favorite page. And if Silk and Sonder, if you're listening, if you want to do a scrapbook of some sort of collage in every single one, I would be down. I totally understand if you don't, but they are absolutely my favorite. So these are things that lead to me feeling connected and feeling healthy. So playing with my stickers, loving musicals and music, letting my heart be my guide, watering and just having plants, being connected to the earth. And this sticker is just a gorgeous Pipsticks. Lots of these are Pipsticks. In fact, I actually think all of them are. I just went through my Pipstick stickers and pulled stuff out. I just really loved this collage. So much fun to do. Then you get your connection with yourself, with your mind, body, and heart, and you're asked to write a little love letter to each of those areas or aspects of yourself. I loved that. You always get a coloring page. I love the idea of the coloring page. I haven't done it in so long. It's ridiculous, but I really love it. Then you had my favorites, and you can say what they are. And I just had fun decorating this, filling it out really quick. Super easy. They always have recipes. I still plan to, like, maybe 2023 is going to be the year where I go through all of these recipes, because I think that would be a lot of fun. These look amazing. And then there's a connection tracker, which I thought was really cute, but I just never really been focusing on, like, I wasn't sure, like, for me, when I'm looking at connections months, I'm not looking at connecting with only 6 people. I'm looking at different types of people, and I just never spent the time to try and figure out if I should do like coworkers, family, you know, those types of things, or if I wanted to do 6 specific people. So I just let it go, but I thought it was really pretty, and would be really pretty to just like color those in, and those reds, oranges, greens, and yellows. So pretty. All right, you've got your connection word search and the riddle. So this month, if you've been watching these videos, you know this is how you are going to be put into a giveaway for some, probably this month it'll be pens. And so all you have to do to be entered in the giveaway is just put your answer to the riddle in the comments below. So here's the riddle. It says, if you want to picture fall, then my image would be best. I am a horn that is filled with the season's harvest. What am I? Off camera here, I'm going to look up the answer. The answer is the cornucopia. Now, I know, also known as the horn of plenty. I know at least 2 or 3 of you got that this month, so I will be putting your names into a generator and pulling a name out of a hat. And if you are the winner, I will contact you, let you know what you won, and send you some pens and probably some stickers. And yeah, so that is super fun. There's always a riddle. That was kind of new to 2022, so we'll be really interested to see if they continue that into 2023. In fact, I don't think they are, guys. I'll show you that in a minute. So I'll have to come up with another way in the future, well, in this video, to have a giveaway. So we'll see. Throwing me for a loop here, as this is the first time I always go through the December, like the next months, with you on camera and live. So I have no idea what is in it until you see it with me. All right. So the other side of the same page is my monthly expense tracker, which I just use to track my online orders. So I do track the price when I placed the order and when they came, but you don't need to see the pricing. So that's why I'm going to cover this up just for a moment, but you can see that's how I use this tracker. And you can see I placed a lot of Thanksgiving, Small Saturday, Black Friday, things, gifts for myself and my family. I'm super excited to get them, and my coworkers. A lot of, particularly the Erin Condren, was all little things for my coworkers. But that's how I use this monthly expense tracker. And yeah, I've been enjoying that, and this tracking has been helping me to remember, particularly when I ordered stuff and when they come. Because sometimes when you order a bunch of things, you're like, did I get everything? I don't even know. All right. Then this was the first week of November. So it was started on Halloween. So you're seeing my Halloween spread. And there we go. I'm just going to flip through it at this point. And this is the first full week of November. Kind of got into fall. Really, oh gosh, I just love how bright and different you can make it each week. So much fun. After week 2 of every month, you get a currently page. They always do loving, feeling, enjoying, anticipating, wishing, reading, watching, and planning. But you could always change those up if you wanted. And then on the other side is a quote, but I'm really wishing they would make this a blank page so that I could kind of collage what is currently happening. And then this was a Mickey week. This is the week of Mickey's birthday. And so I did a Mickey spread. Then this was Thanksgiving. And you can see that I didn't actually fill this part out, but I did the rest. That's just because this week was so hectic. I just didn't have time to plan this stuff out. And we'll see if I even have time to do that for next week. We'll see. But then here is my birthday week. So as I've said, my birthday is tomorrow. So here's my spread for the week. These are things that I really love. So including Harry Potter. Here's Luna. How cute is Luna and this little dragon? And then I really love Friends and... this is the Gilmore Girls, Only Murders in the Building. There's just some pop culture things that I really enjoy and was able to put in this spread. Let me get some future thoughts off here for now. Some more Harry Potter. Be curious, not judgmental. If you know, you know, but that's also from Ted Lasso for those who don't know. And then lastly, you've got Friends again and Only Murders in the Building. Just super fun. And you can see I break these down every day. I have a to-do list. I have my Instagram posts. I have whatever is the actual schedule, things that are scheduled for a specific time, and then notes. So those are what the 4 sections are. And then you always get some blank pages at the end. And this is where you'll see, so in this video, I'll show you how I set up and practice with the pens. And the idea is that I will flip it over and make sure that there's not a lot of ghosting and make sure the pens work. But I didn't do that last month, so I'm really sorry, guys. Turns out that those pens from Erin Condren with the kind of ink at the one end, ink pads at one end, they bleed a bit on this paper. I think they're going to bleed a bit on most paper. So, all right. So that is what my November ended up looking like. I really am very proud of myself and how much of it that I did this month. So December's cover is in these beautiful greens and blues. It's a little Christmassy without being overly Christmassy. They do have an exclusive members only community with some self-care games and more and places to connect to others who use Silk and Sonder. It's a lot of fun, but I haven't actually been in it lately. It's a little overwhelming for me, but it is a fun place to check out. So if you get Silk and Sonder, I do highly suggest logging in and checking that out. We've got her welcome letter. The word for the month is believe, which is to accept something as true or feel sure of the truth of. And whatever it is you believe about yourself, that is what others will believe about you too. Says Harvey Volson. I mean, I think there's something to that, but many of us are lucky, I think, to have some friends who will help us when we are maybe feeling a little low about ourselves and will think even better of us than we think of ourselves. Here's the full year of this year. Here's the monthly calendar, which I love. They do include quite a few of the holidays for you. They also include the lunar calendar thing. So we've got National Cocoa Day on December 13th. I've got the cold moon, which I don't even know what that means. We have to look that up. New moon. We do have Hanukkah, spelled both ways. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Hanukkah ending. You get Kwanzaa. National Bacon Day. Who knew? But now we know. And then New Year's Eve. National Bacon Day. I think we're going to have to do something with that this year. That will be fun. So I will set this up. What I do is I start with last month's calendar. So in the future log, I've written down a bunch of dates. So I will write those dates down on here. I will check my Google Calendar, my calendar, whatever. I don't remember what the Apple app calls calendar, iCal, I guess. And I will add anything else that I might need. And yeah, and then I will decorate it in some sort of theme. The theme this month for me is just literally Christmas. So I will just pull out things as I want. I showed you last month how I did the calendar, so I'm not going to do that this month. You can feel free. I'll link last month's video right here for you. Future log, so I'll do the same thing. I'll start with what I have about in January, and I'll add more from my calendars as they've come up in the last few months, and then I'll add February's here. I do really love thinking always like 3 months ahead, or this month plus 2 more months. It just helps to remember, like, oh, like my mom's birthday is in February. You know, I don't need to get past Christmas to think about that. I can start thinking about that now type thing. Or anything that I don't get her on her Christmas list, I can get her for her birthday. Look at that. Get your November reflections, your December intentions. And now you can see the original categories. So they start with your spiritual health, your personal life, physical health, your key relationships, money management, and professional goals. I think those are great. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just that for me, some of them are like my physical health, those goals don't change that much from month to month. Neither do my key relationships. And my professional goals, I have a lot of different professions, and so it's easier for me to split those up. So the coaching, the site directing, advising, like teaching, those are all professional goals, but they're very different, separate things for me, even though like being a site director and an advisor are actually very connected. It's the same job, but it helps me to think about those as separate things some months. And then I'm also a choir member, but like our concert is December 10th, so I don't need to really worry about the choir for the whole month, versus in November, I needed to do that final push and practice. And then I have a podcast. It's called Apartment 29A. I'll link a link to it in the notes for this, so you can check that out. A really good friend of mine and I talk about tea and other podcasts, the books that we read, and just generally what's going on in the world. Usually no more than 30 minutes. Well, I should say no more than an hour. It's usually between 30 and 45 minutes each week, but super fun. Check that out. So I will change these categories again. Not entirely sure. I think probably this last one I'll probably just make Christmas, so that I make sure that I have all the gifts that I need as we travel home to Indiana for Christmas. Those things. Your mood tracker. This is my favorite. I love the mood tracker when it is in this format. In the past, I have essentially made this a wreath. Like I've done little scallops around it and made this a wreath. And then as it got filled in different colors of green or red, it kind of looked like a wreath when it was done, depending on, of course, my mood. So that's a really cute way to do it. I'm probably still going to take the month off from this type of tracking. It just hasn't been good for my health. Yeah, but I do, as I say, I'm really glad that they're here. Then we've got a sleep tracker again, which, as I say, I usually change this to an exercise tracker, but I just haven't found that either to be very helpful. As I've really routinized my working out. There's a gratitude jar. Now, I do like it when they do it this way because it's kind of like a collage. And so I can really, again, use stickers to fill up the jar with things I'm grateful for, or just individual words like people. So I really like this particular format for the gratitude. Then we've got a believe in yourself exercise. What is a compliment you receive that you often struggle to accept, and why? What would it take for you to believe and accept this compliment? What are the qualities and traits that you embody that you believe to be your greatest strengths? List and describe them in detail. I love these. And then you have a visualization activity. 1 year from now, who do you want to be? Where do you want to be? What do you want to have? What changes do you want to see in your life? What do you want to manifest? Write freely and openly. Maybe it's Maria. Ofer says, I dare not name it because to name it would be to give it shape, but a lack of dignity. So I breathe not a word, lest I spoil this thing. Saying nothing keeps it and holds it close, but this you should know, I believe. Very nice. It's very interesting to put these two things together. It's this like visualization. It's almost like get it out there. And yet this one's actually saying like maybe hold it close. So very interesting. Here's your coloring page, kind of mandala-like. You have an empowering belief letter. What limiting belief do you have about yourself that you want to work on? Think about a time when you talked yourself out of taking action. How does this limiting belief serve or benefit you? Write a letter to yourself describing how you would feel if you reversed your belief. How does this new empowering belief make you feel? What positive changes occur for you with your new belief? Challenge your self-doubt. Pecan crusted chicken. That looks good. We'll definitely be trying that. It says it's inspired by and image is from timeandjoy.com. That's cute. I had to read that. I was like, thymine. Yeah. Woo. All right. These are the few pitfalls of me learning what's in here with you together. But really cute. Oh, I like there's a place you can rate it once you try it. That's so cute. Self-care bingo. These are really cute. I do actually prefer when they fill it out for you, but that's okay. We'll do some self-care this month and, give yourself credit for it. That's always a lot of fun. I love the bingo boards. All right, acrostic poem. Create your own acrostic poem using the word believe. And then it just has this month's answer key in the riddle. It doesn't have its own riddle. There's no riddle. All right, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I am going to say if you would like to be entered into this month's drawing for some free pens, if you're not already, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and hit subscribe. And then in the comments below, tell me about one of the, like either a Christmas tradition or something you like to do at Christmas or something you are looking forward to this Christmas. And anyone who does that will be entered into a drawing. And then after January's video, I will go back and do the drawing and send you some goodies. And then the monthly expense tracker, which I'll do online again and track my online purchases, what they are, how much I paid for them, and when they came, which I know it's kind of weird. It says amount and category. I did that once. I did the date, the description, how much it was, and then when it came, but it just seemed weird. So I just switched those. And then this is what a week looks like on its own before I do the oh so fun covering everything up. So that's what it looks like. Oops, sorry. So their categories are weekly to-dos. This week I want to feel, weekly major 3 goals, your meal plan, your mind and body health plan, shopping list, and more habit tracking. I change those. This is actually my meal planner because I don't plan what days of the week. I just plan what food is in the house. Then we can choose when to eat it. That just works best for me. I do actually keep the feels here and just write down one feeling that I want to focus on for the week. This is where I track my books because I'm always reading, usually between 6 and 8 books. This is where I actually just make it a to-do list, but by category, so certain aspects of my life and what needs to be the focus on those every week. And this is where I talk about what I'm going to be doing in the evenings, because the evenings are kind of my only free time to work on things like this channel, for example, my Patreon, etc. keep pulling these off, but I do want to show you. There's what the next page looks like. So you have that one thing, if you have one thing you want to focus on, and the weather. I live in San Diego. As I've said, the weather here is beautiful, but fairly uninteresting to track. It would just be these two, and then like, I don't know, 5 times a year you get to use the rain one. And you can kind of use the windy one when like the Santa Anas come, but it's still sunny and hot. I don't know. So anyway, that's how this became this. I just cover up that top part in different ways. This month I did them all this way where it's like the whole thing is covered, but sometimes I'll like break it up and do individuals. Just depends on how I'm feeling that day. And then the weekend is all by itself, which I really appreciate. It gives you some more space, different space to write on. And then I change that up again, covering up those sections, and then adding my own sections of, again, the to-do list, my Instagram posts, schedule, and notes in case I need them. And they provide you a place to do a weekly reflection, which I keep saying that I want to do because I do, but I haven't found a way to like every week just sit down and do it. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Not because I have to, but because I would like to. So I would like to start including this into my weekly and the I am loving each week. I just think it's really fun. You always get a quote in the upper right hand corner, which I always try not to cover up. After 2 weeks, as I say, always get your currently page and the quote. And I'll just flip through this so you can see what it gets you through. It's going to get you through the whole month. Gets you all the way through January 1st because January 1st is a Sunday. And then you always get these 2 empty blank pages at the end that I am going to use to decide what pens I want to use. So I always have 6 pens that I use each month. Originally, 6 was set because of these 6 colors. And now it's just tradition. And I keep trying to tell myself I could use any pens and those types of things, but it's just fun for me. So I haven't switched it. I am going to use some of these. They were like I feel like an internet sensation for a little while. These Alahaster highlighters. There we go. Man. And they're really inexpensive. They're on Amazon. The link is below if you'd like to check them out yourself. But they're really pretty. So we're going to see if how they work and how hopefully they will not be too heavy to bleed through. But I always start with looking at the cover and then pulling out colors. So those are the options. We're going to do these 6, which is these top 5 and then that purple one. Very fun. And then I'm going to try and find Emmett pens. These are Uniball pens or Unibens that I found originally at Staples. Fell in love with them, and then I had to buy the whole set. So what can I say? But let's try if we can find some colors that kind of complement these. And I think we can. All right, now I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. Okay, here's the test. I do not see anything. All right, so we know those are not going to bleed. So these are going to be the pens for the month and the highlighters. Be very calm and pastel. Should be interesting with everything being, most of the spreads are gonna be fairly red and green because of Christmas. But I think that will be a lot of fun. All right, so now what I'm going to do show you a few things that I have for the planner for the month. I tend to put tabs on it just to make my life easier. So you can see I have these tabs. It just makes tabbing to the specific weeks easier to get to. I like the way it looks. So I will do that with these. I pulled out these silver sparkle tabs, so they're kind of fun. And then I'm a Planner Envy subscriber. And look how cute this little truck is gonna be. Vroom, 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 vroom. All right, I'm a nerd. All right, but I love it. So I'm going to put these on, and I'll fast forward as I do it, put it to a little music. All right. It always takes me a little while to get them in a way that I like. I may still move this one down just a smidge. I don't know why this one's so hard for me this time, this middle one, but that's okay. All right, so there we go. Got a little festive sparkle going on. Then I'm gonna go to this first week and I'll show you how I cover all of these things up. Start with some whiteout. All right, the next thing I have to do is decide on my washi. So just some of my washi. It's by no means all of it. It's one of 3 drawers and a whole other shelf and blah, blah, blah. So once you start with washi, just be careful because it becomes an addiction. Let's see. I think this will be a lot of fun. I really like this banner one is really cute. And then look at these little guys. Okay. I think I'll do these 2. And then I will grab a skinny washi. So I'll be right back. All right, so from my skinny washi, I grabbed a green sparkle that I think will pull out just fine, and hopefully we have enough of it. And then I will use these throughout. So let's start with this cute red one. And because of the way it's laid out, it's gonna be easier for me to do it upside down. Oh man, I'm laughing at myself, guys. Some of these cuts, I'm just having a real struggle of a time getting them anywhere near straight. And it's like there are some days where I'm just really good and some days where I'm not. My gosh. It's all right, though. It's all right. Okay. Let's flip the page here. I think I will just go all the way across. I don't think I'll do individual days. I'm going to tell you the one thing that nobody had told me when I started this. Playing with stickers will sometimes make you really sticky. Like, there's something about it. Your fingers just get all sorts of the sticky stuff on yourself. Part 1 is done. Part 2, I'm going to add some stickers. I need some small stickers for labels. I usually try and decorate down here with something. And then decorate on top of here and here. I do that in large part because it's fun. Also because that way when imperfections occur, as you can see they are going to, at least for me, you're not going to notice them once you add some additional awesomeness to it. And then I will show you how I filled this part out, and that will be the end of the video. Going to use some Mojo Jojo Plans stickers for boxes. And then I just have some fun stickers that I actually bought from Rite Aid that I'll use to decorate. I bought them from Rite Aid because I had to get my vaccine. I went in for my flu shot and my updated COVID vaccine, and I decided that if I had to do that, I deserve some stickers. So if that sounds like you, I highly suggest the same type of thing. There we go. That is the first spread of December. Oh, I gotta cut a little thing off here. There we go. So, just a reminder, if you want to be entered into the drawing for the month, go ahead and put down a Christmas tradition. And if you haven't yet, please click subscribe. And I will, in my January video, right after I drop that, I will go back and put everyone into a giveaway. And usually give away some pens, some stickers, just whatever I've got. Just want to thank you all for watching these monthly videos. And if you are interested in Silk and Sonder, let me know. There is a link below that is a referral code. I really like it, you know, and I'm very honest, I do not use every aspect of it every month, but I really appreciate even the aspects that I don't use. I love being able to have the options. I love the versatility of it. Obviously, you don't need to decorate it, but I am a decorative planner. And by decorating it, it fills me with so much joy. I am going to leave you with this last part, where I'm going to just show you the last thing I do. I just choose 4 colors. And I do this top one. This is always gets, so I do the top and then I do 6 boxes below it. 1, 2, 3. And then I go ahead and just close that off. And then I make check boxes for every day. And I'll do that for each day. Then I do my Instagram, and I do 3. technically, so that I'll remember, so I'll remember to do it for work. And then 2 for my coaching in Instagram, or yeah, that's Instagram. Oh, sorry guys. 2 for my Instagram, which promotes this channel and my coaching. The next one is the schedule section. So I actually used 10 boxes for this. And this, I do not have any check marks in. I just kind of like eyeball it throughout the day, write any dates that I have. And then this last section is just purely my notes section. There's always things that come up, things I need to remember. And so I write those out. And then I just write at the top of each section, based on its corresponding color of pen. What it is. And then schedule. Oops. So I'll do that for the rest. But I will leave you. You don't need to watch me do that. If it interests you, I'll show you how I do the weekend. That's it. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have any questions at all about Silk and Sonder, let me know. Or about my Patreon, about how to handle emotions during the holidays, anything like that, let me know. And have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.